What do Theo Von and Harry Potter have in common? They both fight against the dark arts, baby.
When I spent a lot of time around, in the dark arts.
Dark arts are things that take you out of your element to succeed.
Pecto Patronum!
He's Hufflepuff. Boy, I was a Sniffendor. You feel me?
You're Slytherin, and I'm just fucking Hufflepuff who keeps fucking, copping bags, Kind of caught up in the dark arts, if you will. He's more, if you were watching Harry Potter, he's more like Slytherin than he is like Gryffindor.
There is no one in stand-up comedy like Theodore Von.
Theodore Capitani von Kurnatowski.
Not only is he the Rat King, but he is the king of vulnerability. I started listening to him back in 2017, and I haven't been able to stop since. When you need it most, there is no one that opens their heart to you quite like him. He can make a person laugh in the worst of circumstances, not just because he says the most ridiculous, random, and outlandish things, but because he is so transparent about who he is, where he came from, and what he is working on within his own personal development. Born to a father that was 70 years old when he had him, he never felt like he had someone to lead for him. His mother worked tirelessly to support him and his siblings, so his needs as a child often went unmet. Theo had to find other ways to survive past his difficult upbringing, which ultimately led him through an unconventional path towards stand-up comedy and podcasting. Harry James Potter, a fictional character created by J.K. Rowling. He is the boy who lived. But before realizing he was known as this title, he was the boy that nobody wanted. He grew up with his aunt, uncle, and cousins sleeping in their cupboard under the stairs. He had no one to tell him that he was loved and no one to stick up for him in the many ways he had been mistreated his whole life. Harry had been brought up of low status with a feeling of not belonging, lack of support, love, or money. His whole life is altered, though, when he discovers on his 11th birthday that in a parallel world of witchcraft and wizardry, he is famous, beloved, and held in the highest regard. So what are the dark arts, and how do these two individuals fight them? The dark arts are both outside of us and within us. It is our duty to fight them every day, and we need to never expect things will get easier. The dark arts are just a part of life. We just have to work towards becoming more resilient and courageous towards them and building up our defenses along the way. What J.K. Rowling did so beautifully is she showed who Harry was through his actions and how he treated others despite never receiving fair treatment himself. The moment we realize that Harry is exceptional is when Harry first stands up to Malfoy by refusing to take his hand and condone his demeaning behavior towards Ron Weasley.
I think I can tell the wrong sort for myself, thanks.
This is such a pivotal moment. It shows that he has gained wisdom and is now leading by example by not repeating the same bullying behavior that was forced on him by his cousin, aunt, and uncle his entire upbringing. He chooses not to disrespect Ron, who has been nothing but kind to him up until this point. Harry chooses not to align himself with Malfoy, the one with status and power. Harry is demonstrating the behavior he wished someone could have displayed for him. Harry is showing to us as readers who he truly is by being brave and not just making the easy decision. He knows by sticking up to Malfoy, he is guaranteed to have gained him as an enemy even before his education at Hogwarts begins. To me, Harry James Potter will always be the boy who chose to be brave. So, how does the king of vulnerability fight against the dark arts? Well, Theo's been fighting an uphill battle against the dark arts with his addictions, overcoming his past, mental health struggles, and a whole lot of censorship.
Peloton was we just got an update.
It was Peloton?
Was the people who wanted an ad out. Peloton. And meanwhile, you have RFK
So
Jr.
Peloton,
Yeah.
what do they sell? Fucking bikes, the stationary bikes?
Yeah, dude.
Peloton sells stationary bikes, and they got a problem with Robert fucking Kennedy.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Peloton.
Theo Von fights the dark arts so hard that he created the Dark Arts Tour, turning the pain of all of the dark arts he has had to fight into art with stand-up comedy. He funds Single Moms Night Out, donating to single moms and giving them what he wished he could have given his mother all those years ago, a night out to treat herself for working so hard and raising a family alone.
We do something on here where we do something fun, nice for single moms. So we had somebody who called in and submitted one. So let's get that video up real quick.
I just want to nominate my friend Krista and her 3 little hellion kids for the single moms.
So on Mother's Day, I just want to nominate my friend Katie for the single moms.
I'd like to nominate my sister Ashley.
I wanted to nominate my coworker Kim as a single mother.
Hey, Kim?
Yes.
I don't want to let you know I'm not like a weirdo. I'm not with the government or anything. I was raised by a single mom. So, yeah, every now and then we just try and like give back to the community. So we just wanted to give you $1,000 to go do something fun with your kiddos. And,
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm totally serious.
He welcomes people from all walks of life on his podcast and makes himself available emotionally. Theo doesn't compromise or filter his thoughts. He is open about the pain of not having a father figure or not knowing how to operate in the world, and he's simply aiming to do his best. Like Theo, Harry Potter fought against censorship with the Ministry of Magic and Professor Umbridge, dealing with past suffering, losing his parents as just a baby, and witnessing Cedric Diggory's death. He's had mental health to deal with, struggling with the scar of his trauma and the peace that Voldemort left within him, not knowing where Voldemort ends and he begins. Along with his trusted friends, he embarks on missions that violate school regulations, aware that adults don't always take the insight of children to heart. He continuously recognizes the dangers of the task at hand, but embarks on them anyways, aiming to serve a greater purpose. How do we keep the courage to continue to fight against the dark arts? You build evidence about yourself for goodness, learning from the past experiences, including learning exactly what not to do, whether it be bad parenting or bullying behavior toward others. You lend a hand to helping others going through a hard time and lead by example. You become open with your journey and how you made it through the darkness. Through Harry's experience, Rowling suggests that true bravery stems from camaraderie and loyalty to others rather than individual action. So for Harry and for all of us, we need to learn not to isolate ourselves when facing struggle and instead find just a few allies to hold dear and learn to trust with our whole hearts. You can be upstairs like Theo is.
I'm upstairs!
Learn bravery from Harry Potter, aka J.K. Rowling, and vulnerability from Theo Vaughn, like I have. And you too can fight against the dark arts.
You can film us.
Yeah.
My guys are going to take the Pelotons out of the gym today.
I love that, dude. Yeah.
We're getting rid of them. We're going to go throw them in the garbage today.
I'll be happy to toss him in.
We're throwing the Pelotons in the garbage. We're throwing them out of the UFC gym.